Super sweet.
Now, brown cow. Now, brown cow. Sorry, I didn't do my I didn't do my exercises before I started. Sure, should I say before I started?
Before I started.
Before I started.
Oh, well, that's super sweet.
Hang on, let me take care of that.
Let me take care of it. Turn my man back on.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about that here shortly. Bandersnatch.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Talk about it.
I liked it.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Are we about to start then? What?
Yeah,
what
let's just start. I don't think I'm gonna do a regular intro. I think we're just gonna
roll right into it.
Roll right into it because
you have the majority of the topics. You bring us home.
That's a shoveling guy from Home Alone. No, that's actually from St. Louis. That's that's probably yesterday afternoon. Look on Facebook. Look on the Facebook video because you can't see it.
Oh, I see it. That was me.
That was you. I snapped that picture.
Excuse me. Okay.
So anyway, so this is Masters of the Retroverse, as if you didn't know, for all those listening and watching on YouTube, listening on iTunes and Google Play, and watching us live on Facebook via our Facebook page, Masters of the Retroverse, and the group, Masters of the Retroverse group.
Job, bro.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get that done and over with. So
yeah,
we're not gonna do a traditional intro. So we're just gonna roll right into it. This week we are talking about all kinds of stuff. We're gonna talk about NES games on the Switch. We're going to talk about a big-ass Mario Kart being played on a big-ass TV. And we're going to talk about Bandersnatch on Netflix, the Black Mirror movie.
Bandersnatch.
That is set to change the way that movies are being made.
The Snatch of Banders.
Yeah, Snatch of Banders. So... Those of you just tuning in, we were just talking about the shit ton of snow that we got here in St. Louis. I think we're at 12 inches now, and it's still growing because that's what she said. Very good.
Damn it.
Dude, I have been all my friends are posted shit about the snow.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I got 10 inches of the white stuff at my house and 10 to 12 inches, and every single one, man, I just post a GIF. That's what she said. Michael Scott from The Office.
Michael Scott from The Office.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. No, I got 12 inches of snow on the counter. What?
He wants us to start with Bandersnatch? Okay. Oh, that's fine. We got a request from Mr. Bradley to start with the snatches of the Banders.
Yes. Okay, so in short, you can open it up, whatever.
Well, I was just going to say Bandersnatch, if you're not familiar with it, it's a Netflix movie that is an interactive movie, meaning in choose-your-own-adventure style. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do it. I had to point down at you like,
oh, I should have been more.
I wish I could reach through.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it was there.
Oh wait, we're talking about the movie now?
Well, yeah, I was just kind of explaining what it was. I was explaining that it's it's a interactive
choose your own adventure movie.
Choose your own adventure style, which is kind of cool because I don't know if your kids have watched it or played it yet. Played it. The Minecraft one that they have on there.
Yeah.
That was the first one that I've seen that is interactive like that. I thought it was kind of neat.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So
no, it started at the start of the movie, Bradley. It started right at the start. So like you start out like that whole movie. It's key moments in like his life or whatever of him making decisions and I think like your big choices were right at the start of that movie because I think there's a totally different ending. I want to go back and choose different from what I choose before, because some of them tell you, oh, why don't you try that again?
Yeah.
And those are the ones you fuck up on, right?
Right.
It's like you died. So,
well, yeah. It's kind of funny because it is choose your own adventure, but I think there's only so many different routes that you can actually take without it circling back around. Like there's only really one route that you can actually take, I think, to follow through to the end of the movie, right? Because it seemed like a couple times I would pick. So basically, to sum it up, as you go along, the movie will pause, I guess it'll pause.
No, he's like sitting there thinking.
Oh yeah,
he's like thinking.
And you'll see the screen kind of pop up, and it'll give you choices. It'll give you 2 choices. Yep. And you have like 10 seconds to make that decision, or it automatically chooses for you. I don't really know what it does when it automatically does it. I guess you could just kind of watch the movie without making decisions, and it'll take you right through the movie, right?
No, I don't think so. I think you have to choose something, right? I don't know. Let's just fucking try it.
We need to try that. Yeah, I know. Because I would always scramble for the controller to try to hit the button before the timer ran out.
It told you clearly at the start to have the controller in your hand.
And it really does, yeah. I wasn't.
You don't listen to instructions.
No, I don't. No. He says, man, something wasn't working for me then. He watched it on his phone. Yeah, man, I would.
Yeah, you got to have your remote.
Yeah, you got to have. I think, and it wouldn't work. We haven't
optimized for the app. I don't think it's optimized for
I don't think so either. And maybe, I don't know if it makes a difference if you have an Apple or an Android, but I know that our Apple TV upstairs in our bedroom, we couldn't watch it. Like, it won't even let me watch it on the Apple TV. Oh, yeah? So we have a Fire TV downstairs, so I was able to watch it on that.
Okay. Did you here you go. Do you want to go from the start, or do you want to do like key moments?
Let's start from the start and kind of hit a lot of the major moments and kind of explain what this movie's about. Now, granted, we are going to be giving spoilers here, so if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and
I don't know.
Skip ahead.
It could be different. It could be different for anybody watching it.
I don't know, man.
I killed myself, so whatever.
See, I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You told him
I had it. I had him do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I did it.
You know what? I think we ought to rewatch this. You and I should rewatch it and try to play in different paths and see where the movie ends.
That'd be funny.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
I wish we could do it here.
I know.
Actually, we could. I have the Elgato.
That's true. I mean, I could just pull it up in here to screenshot it, watch it.
You gotta have a remote though to make the choices.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't do it on my computer.
So yeah, I'd have to hook up my Roku to the capture card and then play it like that, and then I'd have to. Well, you wouldn't see the screen. You'd be delayed like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
that would be the shitty part.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Homework for next week, maybe, huh?
Yeah. I mean, then we'll get kicked off too. Well, copyright or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I got something to say about the end, but we can wait until a little bit because. So basically, it starts off. The guy is making the video game, right?
Right. And well, he makes the video. He read the book. It started out with the book.
Bandersnatch. Was that actually is that actually a book?
It was a choose your own adventure book originally, and the guy went crazy and killed himself.
Yeah, by the
writing the book. Yeah, by the demon.
James F. whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was
I'd heard his name before. I recognized the name.
As an author?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need to read more.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only books I read are the ones right here. That's it. There's thousands of scenarios, Bradley said. That's what he heard.
Dude, could you imagine being the people that filmed that movie and having to do every scenario? Like, that's a lot, man.
That's 1,000 would be hard because
I don't think
choices.
I don't think there's that many because
and you die.
Bradley, you got to go back and watch it on a smart TV or something where you can actually pick it. And you'll see what we're talking about. Because if you go in like, okay, so I think the first decision that he had to make was whether or not he wanted that company to make his video game, right?
Yep. And I said no.
See, at first I said yes.
I said no.
And what happened when you said no?
He said it ended up fucking what he ended up fucking. There ended up some other guy being it, and it went to that cut scene of the news lady and all that crap, and they're like, it just feels like a Rust game, blah blah blah.
So they gave the game to somebody else.
Not that game. They were talking about another game, and it's like, well, why don't you try that again?
Because see, they did that to me. I said yes. He makes the game, and they basically said the same thing. They said that it was kind of rushed, and it was like four out of 5 or whatever. And then at the end of the day, he's like, okay, I'm just going to start this over. And then it basically kicked me back to that part. Like it skipped ahead to that part. Like he wakes up in the morning.
Deadline, yeah.
And then he said no. Right. Then I said no.
To December.
Right. So when he said no, then they gave him till December, but he was able to work on it at his house.
Right.
So when you went back the second time, did you say no again?
I didn't go back. I said yes, and then I said no. So I did the same thing you did. I messed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I shouldn't have said yes either, but like I saw that one actor. What fucking actor is that? The one that was like the prodigy.
Yeah.
For the company. I saw him and I was really interested in yes, let's make the game because I think this guy, But then he looks at you when you say yes, and he looks at you. He's like,
Yeah.
He's like, you chose wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it happened.
He looks like the kid off freaking Toy Story, doesn't he?
Oh, Andy?
No, the little asshole kid.
The bully?
Yeah,
kind of.
Didn't he look like him with the glasses and everything?
Yeah.
Just fucking like him. That's funny.
Yeah. And then after you had that, you had what was it? What was it? Fuck. I did it so many times I can't remember the route.
There was a lot, man, and I don't even know.
Yeah.
Basically, he goes crazy because it was really okay. So to sum it up for me, it was really hard to follow this movie, just because you're constantly making these decisions. You're circling back on the decisions to redo them, and it was really hard for me to kind of follow the storyline. Like I get a gist of what it was about. He basically drove himself crazy doing this, just like the author of the book did.
Right.
I mean, that's basically sums it up. He drove himself crazy.
Every time it said that he wanted to break his computer, I said no.
I did too.
Because I was like, you can't break the computer because that's how he's doing this. This is 1985 or some shit like that, dude. You can't. Dude, computers back then were like $3,000. You know what I mean? For a Commodore or whatever, not Commodore, an IB or freaking a clone IBM, like a compact or some shit like that was like $3,500, man. Like you can't break that computer. You can't pour coffee on it. You can't smash the screen or anything like that. That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
It's like throwing a controller. I never saw any reason in throwing a controller. Yeah, I get pissed off. I'm just like, ugh! And I walk away.
I just got my cashback match.
Right.
Is this for real?
And I set down my controller because I am going to come back to it and I am going to finish it because if my goal is to finish this motherfucking thing.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was okay. So do you think that this is going to be the new trend in movie making? The whole choose your own adventure thing?
Yeah, dude, because look at society nowadays. It's everything's your own opinion, everything you want. You know what I mean? Like people want to have their own choice in things, and I think movie making is like that. It'll never happen in like big theaters, but
no, but in Netflix land though, it's
yeah, Netflix land, dude. So just like everything else, man. Like if you bottom out doing one thing, you need to introduce something else to drive the interest back up, and I think they're gonna do it with this kind of storytelling. I think it's absolutely, awesome. Just like the video game realm. Now we have VR. Now we have this, we're having sensory type shit happen in the video game industry. It's like, so why not try to implement some of that into your movies and in your changing entertainment as we know it. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. Even though it's revisiting an old craft, i.e., choose your own adventures.
Books, but those were
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
And that was cool. I used to love those when I was in like elementary school.
Yeah, I always cheated. I always turned the last page.
Yeah.
I can't do that. It doesn't pull up the menu, damn it. I can't pick the right scene.
But I think they got a long way to go to perfect it, though. I really do. And I'm sure it's very difficult to make something like that because you've got to cut the movie basically. You got to shoot the movie like, probably at least a dozen different ways to get the right effects. I think that's why they were kept looping you back to help to kind of force you to make the right decisions. I really think there's only probably two endings that I saw in the movie. So skipping ahead to the end of the movie, when you get there, the movie ends, and then you saw the chick now, right, that was working on the movie, right? You remember that? Did you see that part?
No.
Really? Okay.
No.
You got to go back and watch it. Because
I did, and that's not how my movie ended.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. You could actually, it gave you the option, once the movie was over, that you could go back and change your decision. So it would say, instead of bury the dead body, you chop it up, right? So once the movie was over, if you keep watching, it allows you to go back and change it to see all the different endings.
Bradley, you might be right, because my ending is totally different than that. My ending was 100% different than that, dude.
Was it?
Yes. So I have a very, my mind is very, I think, I can't really say a lot of things that I'm thinking, but like the way that I think, I'm very, I don't even know if this is a word, but well, it is a word, investigative.
Yeah.
So like the way that I went through the movie is that the first thing that interested me is like, why is his dad leaving this room and locking the door? Like that's where it drove my interest. So all that shit, right? I ended up like killing his dad too, but he woke up from it. It was a dream.
I never got that. Every scenario that I would go back, it would make me kill him. And then every ending always ended up with him in jail. Even if he made the video game, if he didn't make it, if it failed, if it got, the one time you said it was 5 out of 5, a perfect game, all that, it always ends up with him in jail. He got caught.
My jail is not where mine ended.
Fuck.
So
okay.
so my whole thing is like the path that I took, dude. I ended up like the door interested me. So it's like, do you want to look at the book or do you want to work on the game? I wanted to look at the book. So he's looking at the book and he's doing all this stuff and he falls asleep, right?
I never got that option.
He wakes up in the middle of the night and he hears something. He hears the door shut and lock, and then dad goes away. So he gets up. His dad goes to sleep. He gets the keys from his dad. He goes in the room. He opens the room up. He goes inside. He starts seeing things. And it's the stuff that has to do with packs.
Yeah, and I saw that part. I did get that.
You went into the room?
Yep.
Okay. Well, he opened up the thing and popped it down or whatever,
right.
And he started playing tapes and all this stuff and doing like weird shit, right?
Yep.
And then I can't remember what happened from there.
Well, then
there's different codes you can put in the thing.
There was PAC, Pac-Man, because Pac-Man, PAC stands for Program and Control. The other one was
one screen to the other, and you think you're getting to the next level, but no, you're little Pac-Man. You're going through the maze, and you find the way out, and then you go through, and now you're popped back out on the other side of the screen, going through the maze again.
Right.
That shit made sense to me.
It did. It really did.
That shit drove my interest through that movie, and then I kind of adopted that whole mentality of thinking throughout the whole movie, and I ended up getting the rabbit. I got the rabbit. I put the rabbit back underneath my bed or whatever.
I never got that option.
Yeah, I got my rabbit back, and I was sleeping with it in the bed. And my ending, I had the rabbit. I was looking for it. I grabbed the rabbit from under the bed because I got it back as a kid. I got it back as a kid, and then mom comes in. Yeah, I got it. Mom comes in. She's like, we got to go, honey. We're going to be late. we're gonna have to take the late train. She puts her hand out, and he takes her hand. He goes with her, and he dies.
Really?
Yeah, that was my ending.
I gotta rewatch it, man. Oh my god. So somewhere along the way, and I made different.
What's up, Nick?
You and I made different decisions.
Yeah,
and I got to figure out what those decisions were.
Mm-hmm. So Bandersnatch. Great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Dude,
Okay, now I mean, it's cool because now I got to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, and
When
I gotta
watched
figure out
it-
how I can go to jail. It's
I
like,
know.
how can I go to jail now? I want to be like Adam, and I want to go to jail.
And see, this is what's cool about it. You know, after watching it, I was kind of like, it was okay. I love Black Mirror, man. I've been watching it since it came out.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Black Mirror, and they're
Yeah.
always really weird. But this one, it just, I didn't quite get it. It just, not that I didn't get it. It just left too many questions. It left me with more questions than answers at the end. Like, was his dad really a member of this PAX, or was he just being delusional and just imagining that?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is I wish we had. So no shit, right? You saw the symbol, right? The symbol of
Yeah,
and it had the thing. And it
right.
had two branches,
Saw
right?
it all over the movie.
Right. So you take that, right, and you go down to the second choice, and you have another one of those.
Right.
Now we have another one, and now we
Right.
have trees,
It's branches,
all the way
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So you got two choices, but it branches off, and it doesn't branch off in every place because some places make you go back. Obviously, just
Right.
need to find out. We just need to find out where those key moments are.
You know what though? There
change
was
the
one
story.
difference. So there's one part in the movie which is before all of this. He's trying to make the video game, and he comes to like writer's block. He's at a dead
Yeah.
standstill,
Mhm.
and he meets up with that Colin kid, and the Colin's like, "Hey, come back
He
to
goes to
my."
the therapist. He goes to the therapist. And
I
it
didn't
says
go
you
to
can
the therapist.
The therapist was a key in my whole fucking thing.
Did you? Because so
went to the
that was before that. So at that point, that's probably where we branched off, because when he pulls up, when his dad takes him to the therapist, he gets out of the car and he sees Colin walking by, right?
Yeah.
And you get the choice to either follow Colin or go see the therapist. You went and saw the therapist?
No, I went with Colin, and that's when I jumped off the thing.
Okay.
But it rewound me all the way back to that moment. And then
Yes,
I chose
it did me too. It did me too. But I chose Colin to jump, and he jumped.
And it still rewound you?
And it still rewound me.
I jumped, and it still rewound me. So that path right there
It was the same.
is nothing. Like, you have to go. Yeah, you have to go with your dad. But maybe you picking Colin to jump over there changed the path of the movie.
It may have.
I don't know, man. It's fucking weird.
Well, okay, and you know what? I think it did, because later on in the movie, Colin disappears. On my movie, he disappeared, and because he jumps or whatever, and he wakes up, and it was like he like redid the day, right?
Yeah.
And then that Colin's girlfriend shows up, the chick with the orange hair, shows up at his office looking for him. She hadn't seen him in days, like a couple days. And they just like, oh, he went AWOL, whatever. But he, I guess he actually ended up dying.
What's up, Ionis? Leonidas? How do you say it? I can't. You're watching right now for the first time? Nick? APV?
No, you're
Jones?
not.
Not us. I think he's watching fucking Bandersnatch.
Oh, Bandersnatch, yeah.
Snatch of Banders.
Snatch of Banders.
Snatch of Banders.
So, I think it's cool. I think they've got a long ways to go to perfect the whole choose-your-own-adventure movie thing, but I think it's a great thing. And one thing I did notice about the movie is that it was really hard. What do you do when you sit there and watch a movie most of the time? You're sitting there doing this shit, right?
No, I put my phone down.
Not me. I'm usually, unless it's something that's really interesting,
Dude,
I'm usually playing
it
on my phone.
told me to
while I
have
watch
the
it.
fucking remote.
I
in my
know.
hand.
And
I kept the remote in my hand.
And you're so by the book.
I am.
But that's what I'm getting at, is it actually made me put down my phone and
Put the
not
remote
pay
right
attention to
there.
it and pay attention to the movie, so that way I can figure out.
How do I change a different path here?
Yeah.
You made the wrong choice.
Apparently I did.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's
Oh.
cool. I'm excited to see where they go with all this, and I was really glad to see that. Number one, we got a new Black Mirror, movie,
Season 2.
not episode.
There's seasons. It might be not. You watch it more than me. I can't.
Well, this was actually a movie. This isn't part of the
Right.
Black Mirror.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But didn't the season just come out not too long ago? Like the new
Yeah.
season? Yeah,
last year. Yeah.
It said there was new episodes in my queue. I need to go back and check that. Yeah, I like you. I like Black Mirror, but like I can't watch every single episode. I know it's like the Twilight Zone thing or whatever, but like I can't watch every episode because like there's some episodes I'm just not interested in. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like it. I like the rating system with that rating system one with the app, and she's like, yeah, that was one of the first
with
seasons.
Ron Howard's daughter, Dallas.
Yeah.
Howard Price Howard or whatever the hell her name is. Yeah, that one was really good. I like a lot of that stuff, man. Like
What's up, Brandon?
Like where
Fandon.
Hey Fandon, what's up,
Fandon's
buddy?
in the house.
Yeah, man.
Hope you're feeling buddy.
Yeah. I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he's finally home.
It would have been cool if I could have flew out there. Like, hey, what up, dude?
Like Superman fly?
Fuck, I do that. Hell yeah. I
Okay.
think my eyes crossed.
Oh shit.
That's what you get for putting your camera on a fucking piece of metal.
It's a camera on top of a camera. That's just the one that you're watching me on, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
Oh.
Nobody else is watching me on that one.
I was wondering why it was shaking so much. I'm like, what the fuck
Was
is
it shaking?
Yeah.
I need to like.
You look creepy right now. To me, anyhow.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I didn't think about it. You were saying it looked dark in here. I'm like, well, that's camera. It's because of that camera. So.
The other one looks dark too, though.
Yeah, I know. I need to get those fucking batteries in that thing.
Creepy.
Huh?
Sorry, you look creepy. I had to look at it.
Oh, creepy.
One dog also watching. Yeah, hey, Indy's watching.
How's the other
Yeah.
one say? What are you doing,
Yeah,
Murph?
usually Roxy's right here. She's MIA today. It's a little cold.
Yeah.
She ain't chilling with Dad today. She was in here earlier while I was playing video games.
What are you doing? Come here. Come on.
Indy.
Boy.
I know. I wish they could hear me. Oh, Indy. Indy. What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? You see his eyes?
Like, fuck you.
Whatever. That dog loves me.
He does. His dog
Right.
loves anybody that pets him. Go ahead, go on.
That's
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Go on. Look at him. He's all like sad, and she's like,
Oh man.
"Fuck, fine, God,
Oh, man.
God."
Yeah. So what's next?
All right. So next up, we have
Rounding out the Bandersnatch. Snatch of Banders.
yeah. NES or Nintendo Switch just dropped their NES games basically online. It's called Nintendo Switch Online, so you can do the multiplayer, all that stuff, and it's I think it was $35 for the year, and that
Really?
includes pretty much all the account holders in my family. You know, so all my kids, they can do the online thing.
Okay.
But the biggest thing to me was the NES games, the classic NES games that they have available on the Switch. That's free with the membership, and it's awesome, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a yearly subscription, if I get that correct, right?
Yes.
So you have to pay the $30 a year.
Yeah. If you don't
And
want to
is
do the family, if you've only got one person, it's just you. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's $20.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what does that have access to in the library? What games are we talking here?
All right. So, and I've got it pulled up on the people on Facebook can see it.
Oh, I can see it.
Let's see here. Adventures of Lolo, Balloon Fight, Baseball, Donkey Kong, Double Dragon, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, which I really hope that they bring Life Force on because that's like my all-time favorite game. Ice Climber, Ice Hockey, the original Mario Brothers, not Super Mario, the original Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Metroid, Mighty Bomb Jack, NES Open Tournament Golf. You got Ninja Gaiden, Pro Wrestling, River City Ransom, which is a good one. Soccer.
Yeah, the boat. Wah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Killing shit. Hold on.
Solomon's Key, Super Dodgeball. Then you got Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 3. I don't know why they didn't put 2 on there. 2's the shit one anyway, so nobody cares about that one. You got Tecmo Bowl, tennis.
You shut your mouth about Doki Doki Run.
Dude, fuck Doki Doki. Doki Doki Panic.
Doki Doki Panic.
That game was stupid.
You're stupid.
Your
You're
mom
talking with
is.
a lisp again.
Stop it.
You're so sweet. Oh my god. Just stop.
Then you got the original Legends of Zelda.
Sweetie.
Wario's Woods and Yoshi. So, a lot of good games.
Woods. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Did you scroll back up to the M's? You know what I'm looking for.
Mario Brothers, Metroid,
Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So in total, how many games is there? And that's for the year.
Oh, you
right?
let me count. Well, they're constantly going to be they're going to be
oh.
updating them too. So that's
Throughout the year, so that takes them off.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
You know why they did that, right? You know why they did this subscription service, right? Or they had this in the works, and
Looks like
that's what,
33 games, probably because the NES Classic.
not the classic, dude. So right now, I don't know if any of you have really been following this. Nintendo has open lawsuits with ROM sites throughout the internet, and I believe that this was probably a direct result of that because they want to monopolize. It's their shit. It's their right. It's their license. I get it, but still, these ROMs have been here for years, right? For years. And then you can go after Soldier Boy because that dude's a dumbass, man. You're gonna release a fucking a system from what is that? Albi Direct or Albi? The fuck? Alibaba.
Alibaba, yeah.
Yeah, Alibaba Direct, and then cram that thing full of things, cram that thing full of ROMs, and like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah, and then sell it as it's your own gaming system, blah blah blah. Dude, you're an idiot, dude. It's like, you don't just put your name on shit because you're famous and you have some money. Like, you better do some fucking research.
You're right.
Sorry.
That just means the more, the wealthier you are, the more they can sue you for. So don't be a dumbass, right?
Right. I don't think they care about how wealthy you are. They're still gonna.
Oh
you're
yeah.
gonna live in a box down by the river, not a van, a box.
Yeah.
Box.
Right. An Amazon box.
An Amazon box. Last thing you were shipped in an Amazon box. Some of you that watch this are going to be very uncomfortable. you just got your Min on card Motu figure, and that's the box you got to live in now for the next few years.
That's right.
Have fun with that. Holy shit.
Oh shit. Hey, my buddy Sean DeJournet's on. What's up, buddy?
Man, my shit don't update fast enough. But yeah, so
yeah, lots of good stuff. So they've got it looks like maybe every month they're going to be adding more to it. I don't think they're going to be taking them away. It just said that Blaster Master and Legends of Zelda 2 is going to be coming on the Switch on the 16th of January.
All right. You figured that thing would be jam-packed with Zeldas already, because that's like, anybody who talks about Nintendo, like, or any old NES games, they're like, I need to play some Zelda. Where's Link? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you serious? I need gold cartridges. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Go to sleep.
Right.
You never even got it past the first 2 fucking side-scrolling screens.
Dude, there's so many good games, though, that they need to put on that.
Yeah.
And I really hope that they start bringing out some of the Super NES games, too.
Yes.
Because that'd be
Especially
cool.
Especially the Switch.
Yeah.
They should. 64 should be on there. I want to see some fucking GoldenEye, dude. Like, fuck.
All the Mario games, man. Super Mario World, yeah.
Speaking of Mario games in the Switch, did you get it? The updated Deluxe?
No.
Super Mario U?
No, we're gonna get that for my son's birthday next month.
Is he watching this? Don't.
He's 4 years old. He's not watching.
Well, you say your son. There's two of them, so one is capable.
Well, yeah, no, it's Milo, because that kid is like the greatest video game player that I've seen in a long time. He sits down, yeah, he loves Mario, dude. He sits down, he'll play Odyssey, and he'll play the campaign start to finish, and then he'll wipe the game and start over, just because he loves playing. He likes beating the big bosses.
That's good, dude. That's good.
So, but what's funny is with the NES games on the Switch, I tried to get him to play Mario 3. He couldn't play it. It's too hard. I'm like, come on, dude. I think it's a side-scrolling thing, maybe. I don't know, but it was just really weird.
Did you play Wii U at all? Did you have a Wii U?
I didn't have a Wii U, no. I got a Wii.
Didn't have it?
No, I got the NES, and then I got the next one I got. Yeah, I don't have a Super NES or a 64. I got a GameCube, I got a Wii, and then I got the Switch.
That's awesome, man. Sorry, I'm trying to. So the Wii U, the Wii U, I loved the Wii U, man. Like we got it way late. Like it was pretty much on its way out when we got it. Like I got it from GameStop for like I think $70, $100, something like that, or 115. But the only reason I got the Wii U was for Mario Wii U, because you have two different types of Mario gamers, man. You have the ones, the diehard guys that are like, oh my god, Super Mario 64, blah blah, the 3D world, fucking running around, all that crap. And then you go into all the other Mario games so it branched off when 64 came out, Mario 64. Like there's two different types of Mario gamers. There's the overworld 3D version gamers that love Mario, that grew up with that. And then there's us, right? The guys who have the 2D side scrolling thing. So, and Nintendo's done a real good job of catering to both, to be honest with you. Like you can even find me playing some of the, I have 3D Mario too. So, but to have those two types of players being, fed the kind of games that they like is absolutely amazing on Nintendo's part. But moving forward, you had the Mario Wii U and Super Mario, the new Super Mario Wii U or whatever it was. They try to keep the name the same, but they can't keep the name the same because it's going to different platform to platform to platform. You can't go back. So, the one that came out on the Wii U, it revisits everything from Super Mario World, and it doesn't really have a star road per se, but there's secret paths, and the map is the same. Like it's not exactly the same, but you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It has like red dots. You go to a red dot and there's two different endings for that red dot, and you can come down and do all that stuff. So, those were the Mario games that I liked, because when I beat Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, and I don't know if any of you remember this, the world flips. Yep. So
it's like evil Mario World, yeah, like
evil Mario World. Yeah, it's the Mario heads instead of the turtles and shit. Like, and all the colors are nori or whatever. Noir, however you say it.
Very black, very dark. Yeah.
And it looks like dirt and sand, and you're like, what the fuck, man? And people are like, what are you talking about?
10 times harder.
Yes, but they're like, people were like, what are you talking about? That game didn't end like that. I'm like, well, obviously you didn't finish Star Road. Yeah. So, yeah, that was my favorite game, dude. And I need to get back on the Wii U and finish that game. I haven't finished it because I was like trying to unlock all the little secret shit and all the stuff, like trying to do research and read on forums and like try to do all the stuff that people don't know about. You know what I mean? Like I like all that crap.
Yeah, it's really smart on their behalf to do that, to release a lot of the games that were on the Wii U, since it was such a giant flop, and release them on the Switch, which is like, one of the most popular consoles out right now. And
yeah, because you can be mobile or steadfast.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's perfect. My 4-year-old plays it all the time because he'll pull it off and off the stand and play it handheld. And then when his brother's playing Xbox or something like that, and then when he wants to play it on the big TV, he walks in there and clips it on and off he goes.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
It is, man. It's pretty cool.
I like the Mario Maker too. I've played some crazy freaking
levels.
I
bet. I've seen some video. I've never played it, but I've seen some videos of some of the crazy levels that people have made.
You're like, how the hell, dude? How the hell? And then you watch the guy play through because like honestly, to publish your level, you have to beat your level.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. You can't just publish some crazy outlandish level. You have to actually play it through the right way with no stops or anything. Like play it legit.
Yeah.
So all these things are like starts out like with you in a tight little corner. You got a turtle shell right there, and if you hit it, it bounces off real fast, and you're like, beep, jump on it, and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then you gotta throw it up and then jump up and then jump off the turtle shell and like jump across this pit. It's like, and then grab this other turtle shell, throw it out like in midair. You're grabbing a turtle shell, spinning, throwing it, jumping off the turtle shell to the next thing. It's like,
oh my
how
god,
the fuck does this guy do this? Like, I thought I was good at Mario. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, dude, they get crazy, dude. They get insane with some of these games, dude. Mario is definitely like if the Wizard would be remade, I swear to God, it'd have to be a Mario Maker level for like the boss level at the end.
Ooh, could you imagine? Oh my god. Yeah. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised. I wonder why they don't have another NFC championship. Or not NFC, the Nintendo.
The World Nintendo Championship.
Yeah. And
make another movie.
The NWC or whatever. Yeah, or just do a chant like that. It was like the only year that they did that. They did that 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they probably just moved to the side. Nintendo kind of went under wraps for a long time. Remember when all when Microsoft and Sony released their two platforms and the whole gaming industry changed? Like they didn't have anything. They're like, here's the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, but that was back in what 89 or 90, I think. Whenever they did when they did the first World Championships, and that was in the height of heyday basically of Nintendo. They still had a few years left on them too. Before the Sega, once Sega came out.
Sega hit hard. Sega was hard and quick and ended in a dumpster fire.
Sega was?
I think so, in my mind. Like
Sega
did really good from 92 to 97, with the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast, it was pretty much done, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, definitely.
Like that's a short time frame compared to what Nintendo had.
It is. Yeah.
It's like you just saw that hot woman, you blew your load too quick. So.
Yeah, because they had the Dreamcast, they had the Saturn, which the Saturn was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturn was a flop.
It was.
Dreamcast lasted, but it was like they weren't releasing games for it really.
Right. I think once PlayStation came out, it kind of, I don't know.
And so
that's about the time the Sega went under.
The Sega CD sitting right there, right? Gizmo's sitting on top of the Sega CD right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I have one game for that. And the funny part is that console right there, that Sega. Damn it, I can't turn the Sega CD right there next. So the PlayStation 2, and then the Sega CD. I only played one of those once growing up. We rented one from CM Soft. It was a video store where I was an adolescent, right? Dated a girl there. She worked at the counter. No big deal. We re-rented it, and they only had one game in for it, and it was Jurassic Park.
So yeah.
I have the Sega CD and I have Jurassic Park. And I have no clue how to beat that game. Like, it's like weird. It's weird cutscenes and all this craziness to the things.
Now that one has a LAN port on it, doesn't it? Internet port
on that one? No LAN. My other PS2 had a LAN port.
No, one of the Segas did. Was the Dreamcast? Maybe.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast.
Yeah. So you can actually retrofit that and hack the system and run it off a phone line right now. But you need to know somebody else who has the same setup.
Yeah.
So there's a YouTube video. So the Dreamcast, right there. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. All my cameras reversed. Right there.
Yeah. It's right there. It's right there. I see it right there.
Yeah. The fucking reverse video shit. Yeah,
I
it's right
know.
there. It's right there. There you go, right there.
Yep, there it is.
So, yeah, I'm a nerd.
The old dial-up.
Yeah.
Well, what was the point of that? Because they obviously
was,
weren't doing multiplayer games.
No, you can actually. Well, yeah, there is some multiplayer games on it.
Oh, there was. Okay.
Yeah. Capcom versus Marvel's multiplayer. Actually, I got a few of them they're over there. Yeah, I can't grab them, but I have a few games that are multiplayer, and you can still do it today. Like I said, you just need to know somebody who has the Dreamcast, right there, and then they have the same setup. So you get the LAN connection, and you can actually switch it to Ethernet, and you can go into the deal or whatever, and then you type in your fucking IP address. Like there's a little cheat and all this shit. It's on YouTube. If I find it after this, I can set up the link.
Okay.
I know I'm not good. I know I'm not good at that, but yeah, I looked at it one day when I was eating lunch one day at work. I was like, man, I got this. I was like, what the fuck is this port for on the back of this Dreamcast? I don't think they had internet back then. Well, they had internet.
They did.
Like,
yeah.
It was I don't think I had internet until 98, 99. Dreamcast came out in what, 97, 98?
Yeah.
That was like a relatively new thing, and it was Netscape, right? Yeah, it's some old shit.
The Netscape, and there was one other one.
And you had to have that CD to start the internet. The Netscape CD.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, on the computer, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like an
icon. Well, is that AOL? AOL.
There was AOL, Netscape. Yeah. AOL had an icon. You didn't need the thing. But you did have to. If you got on the internet, your phone was done. Remember trying to call your friend? Remember trying to call your friends when the internet came out and it was just like a whole bunch of things and you're just like, or it was busy.
They're like, damn, he's on the internet.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? What about an emergency?
I know. Mom always yelling at you, get off the internet. You're tying up the phone line. I'm waiting for a call. Your Aunt Marge is going to call.
Funny thing is, you have an Aunt Marge. Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
All right.
So have you seen the video of the chopper that caught a guys playing Mario Kart on a stadium screen in Kansas City?
No.
You haven't seen that video? Dude,
no,
dog, your breath stinks. Go away.
Oh.
Like, seriously. It's bad.
He just needs his teeth cleaned.
You see him over here?
Oh, but Andy's like, oh.
Dickhead.
But I didn't do anything, Dad.
Where's
Bubby? I'm gonna fart before I leave here.
Yeah, he probably will. So anyway, a news chopper was going in Kansas City, Missouri, at the Royals Stadium. A chopper was flying over and saw suspicious activity. Let me hang on a second here.
They saw the flashes.
Yeah, yeah.
When they hit
go to full screen, you won't be able to see it. Well, you will in a minute.
Yeah, well,
once it catches up.
I got it.
It says a Kansas City news chopper was trying to get stadium aerials ahead of an NFL playoff game, and it stumbled upon another big game instead. Mario Kart. These guys are on like the Jumbotron playing Mario Kart. Could you imagine? That's like every kid's dream. But that would be hard. That would be hard to do, though.
Be bullshit if they got fired.
No, it was actually part of a charity.
It was?
Yeah, it says the video quickly spread online, but the mystery was solved. I didn't read it fast enough. This is part of a Royals Associates fundraiser with us to kick off the year. You may even see a video game party in 2019.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is so cool, man. I remember when I was a kid, I had a friend, his name was Chris. His grandma had like a projector, like a big screen projector in her basement, with the screen that pulls down and all that stuff. And it was just the neatest thing to go over there and play Mario on that, because you're playing this thing on, well, I guess what essentially would be now like a oh shit, how do I stop this? Hang on. Like a 60-inch TV or something like that.
Yeah. Shit, that's like 100-foot. 100
now, yeah, that
400 feet TV.
But that would be
TV.
hard to control. And I wonder if there was any lag. I wonder if they're actually watching it on there, or if they were watching on a monitor and it was just displaying up top there.
Don't worry, man. They had a 1 ms refresh rate. They're good.
Yeah, they had an Elgato. They got an Elgato hooked to that shit.
That's a 10-second delay, bro. Just driving into the wall. Driving into the wall.
For 10 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me try to turn. And then you're like turning for 10 seconds. And then you're turning back around into the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like me trying to play that game when my monitor died. I was like, I can't jump. That was good, dude.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, though. I think, I wonder how much they had to pay for that, though. I bet it was a lot, yeah.
A lot, yeah. Yeah, it's charity, so it might not have been anything. It might have been like, hey, just give what you can. That's how charities usually work. So,
well, it was funny because I saw a lot of reports going around saying this, basically the same thing that you did. Oh, I bet somebody's getting fired over that. They thought it was just a bunch of kids goofing off or something in there.
The janitorial staff's having a break.
Wouldn't you? I mean, hell, it's not like it's hurting anything, even if it was. Who cares?
Well, for one, how the hell do they know how to start that system?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
When you're supposed to be taking the trash out, I'd be like, maybe we should.
You don't think it's just a switch?
Promote this guy.
It's not like a switch you can flip.
How complicated is it for us to start this crap right here?
My
dude?
God.
How many times do we have mess ups here? We're like, oh, I don't have audio. It's like, I haven't done anything different. My audio is gone. It's like,
oh my God, I'm getting echo.
I'm getting an echo right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's why we need to hire a legit engineer.
Right?
Yep.
Well, Daryl said he'd be my cameraman, so I got a cameraman.
Who's Daryl?
Daryl, Antidote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's down.
You mean Darrell?
It's Daryl.
It's Darrell.
Come on, man. He said he was gonna watch tonight too. So
it's Darrell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Darrell, you're on YouTube, so we're on YouTube, right? He might be watching.
No, we're not live on YouTube. No.
Oh, I thought we were.
Nope.
Okay.
Not doing that. All right.
Yeah.
So
all our money's made on fucking iTunes, even though we don't make money.
All our fake money.
Yeah.
People pay us in love and affection.
Yeah. They like us on iTunes.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. We get a lot of love from iTunes.
Yeah, we do.
So.
And we appreciate you.
Well, and Google Play, I guess. It's
Thanks for downloading our podcast on iTunes. It's been nice talking your ear off while you're enjoying your ride to work or wherever you may go, to the grocery store or the laundromat.
Speaking of talking and driving to work, man, I gotta tell you, I started listening to Armada audiobook on Audible.
Yes,
and
told you, dude.
It's good, dude. I'm loving it, man. It's way different. Way different than Ready Player One, but it's still got kind of the same feel to it, Yeah.
Dude, earn it, man. I'm telling you.
Really good. And honestly, the best part of the book is just the fact that Wil Wheaton reads it. Man, he is when it comes to
narration,
audio. Well, yeah, I was gonna say narrating audio. What do they call it? Voice acting. Yes. Man, he's great. He really is. I love the way he tells the story. His rhythms are really good, and his
the way he articulates,
yeah. And I love the voices that he does.
Yeah.
It's funny because he'll do a voice, and it really doesn't sound a whole lot different than his normal voice, but you can tell like little differences, like the one guy had like a slight Boston accent, or whatever. It was cool though.
It was horrible.
It was good. No, I liked it.
His Boston accent was horrible though.
His what?
His Boston accent was horrible.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like Wisconsin accent or Boston, but it was something like that. But then he did the Oh my God, what's his name?
What's up, Wendell? Wendell's in the house.
Dude, I'm drawing a blank. I'm so bad with names.
Wait. Say it again.
The guy. The universe. The show, The Universe.
Oh, Neil deGrasse.
No, the original one.
Oh, Sagan.
It's that Paul Sagan. Yeah.
When he talks in Paul Sagan's voice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It really
in
was.
the universe.
Yeah.
1967. Astronauts made a journey to the dark side of the moon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, dude.
That was pretty good, actually. But it's a great book. I mean, it's something different. You know, Ready Player One is all about video games and the Oasis and virtual reality and all that kind of geek stuff. But Armada is about alien invasion.
Father and a son. It's about a father and son.
Alien invasion. But I gotta say, there is a ton of similarities between Armada and, you know what I'm gonna say? There's two books. Well, one movie, one book. The Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
And Ender's Game are the two. And it's funny because he actually mentions both of those in the book.
Yeah.
But it's
actually
so similar to those, though.
Actually, I got something, and I'm gonna get up for this. So hold on.
Oh Lord, he's getting up.
Oh my God!
But can you get down, brother?
I got a plumber's butt. Hold on. All right, and I'm back. So, here in my hand, and you would know this because you've been listening to Armada. Look at this. Can you see it?
Oh yeah! Congratulations on your match. Nice.
The actual letters, and I have all of them. I have every single one for every single game that is stated in that book, and they're all legit copies from a guy named Jeff. He's pretty freaking awesome. He sent them to me. He actually won these in the 80s. So
holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah. He sent me every single one. He collected all the patches. He had the jacket. He had all the patches on his jacket. It's freaking awesome, dude. Because I started talking to him. So I should hit him up.
We should. Get him on.
Yeah. Be like, hey, dude, come on. Come on this. So, yeah. Dear fan of Laser Blast by Activision, welcome to the Activision Federation of Laser Blast. Your impressive score of 1 million points demonstrates your skill, bravery, and determination in the face of enemy fire. We are pleased to recognize your achievements by assigning you the rank of Commander.
Ooh.
And the stripes for 1 million points you're assigned are enclosed. Your name has been added to our mailing list, and we'll keep you posted from time to time about new video game cartridges from Activision. Thank you for sharing your accomplishment with us. We hope you'll try another video game cartridge by Activision and write us about your experiences with them. Yours truly, Jan Mezzarella, Customer Relations.
Is that a legit? I mean, is that a real one or is that a copy?
They're all copies, dude. He sent me copies of his real
That's
letters.
still badass, though, dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I wish they still did shit like this, dude.
I know.
So it tells you, so like one thing here, it says question and answer. It's like, how can I? So honestly, back in the day, going back to the Armada, since we're going to talk about that a little bit. So back in the day, in the early 80s, right? So 78 to 81 is what I was, 82. Activision ran this promotion, and you would take a picture of your TV screen on the last thing. You would take a picture, and you had to be quick because you didn't have pause menus.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Atari pause?
Nope.
So you'd take a picture of all that stuff, and you would send it in, and there'd be like these grainy Polaroids, man. You have to send in these grainy Polaroids. And it's your CRT TV, so there's like lines on the picture and shit like that. So you had to make sure you had to sit there and be like, take as many pictures as you could as fast as they would spit out, like you were taking another picture with those Polaroid cameras. But yeah, so you do that, and you have to be like so. So the thing is question and answers. How can I take a picture of my TV screen? Taking a picture of your TV screen is not necessarily difficult, as it seems. The main thing to remember is do not, I repeat, do not use a flash bulb. In 99% of cases, the light from the screen will be enough. If you are in doubt, put on the lamp in the room. Blah blah blah. Honestly, it just tells you like a standard 35 millimeter camera is the best, but not every kid had a 35 millimeter camera. That was like having a mirrorless top end camera today, like a Sony or some shit, for over $1,000 back then. So, but yeah, so it has like all these different things. It tells you like Polaroid, like what kind of film you need to use for a Polaroid camera, like because there's different types of film for Polaroid and all that shit.
Well, did it give an email address at the end that I can just take a picture with my phone and email it to them?
Yeah, no.
Oh, well, fuck. Yeah. How the fuck are you supposed to?
This instruction manual is dated May 1982. May 1982.
I know. Where the fuck the email address at?
Yeah, certifications, all that good shit, man. This stuff's good, dude.
That's
like
cool
this
shit, though.
Yeah. After I heard that in the book, dude, I was all about it, dude. I got on eBay. I was like, let me buy this patch. Let me buy this patch. Yeah. I got these. These are mine. I want them.
Did you buy them? Did you get any?
Yeah, I got them coming. They're not here yet.
Oh.
So, yeah, I got all of them. I'm a
got
commander.
You a bitchin' leather jacket to sew them to?
I needed to.
You need
a bomber jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that easy. Probably easier than I get the
You
patches.
probably could.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So I was like, I got really interested in that whole thing. Like, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, and then like Armada's like, is it even a bestseller?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, it says so Armada, Ernest Cline, a novel by the best-selling author of Ready Player One. So Ready Player One went viral, and then this one did not. But this is the Armada.
What year was that written?
So this was 2000, I think 15.
I was gonna say it had to be recent because they're talk about smartphones and all that shit.
Where's the? Trying to open the thing without fucking up the pages. Oh, my neck just popped. Yeah, 2015.
Okay.
Copyright 2015. Right there. Right there.
Oh, okay.
Second paragraph.
I believe you.
Yep. So yeah, this book is freaking awesome, and the actual book is pretty cool looking too. It just has the ships on the front of it. It has just the ship. So if you take the paper cover off, oh yeah, I'll show you the inside of that too. But like the hardback is just like this.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's how the hardback looks. But on the inside of the actual paper cover, so here's the paper cover, right? But on the inside of the paper cover, schematic for the ship, motherfucker.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yep. Fucking badass, dude. I'm excited. Like, I wish they'd make a movie on this one. This one would be a great movie.
I think
so
too, but honestly,
did they make Independence Day?
Yeah, but dude, honestly, I'm kind of glad that they're not.
Yeah.
Just because they'd fuck it up like they did Ready Player One. Like they wouldn't do it justice.
Actually, there's a sequel for Ready Player One in the works. Yep.
God. Why? They need to just don't give us a sequel, redo the fucking movie, and do it right.
It 3 parts.
Make it 3 parts.
3 movies.
Yeah.
3 movies.
One for each key.
Yeah. One for each key, each gate.
Yep.
You get the key, you get in the gate, the movie ends.
Yep.
And then it's like, here's the next clue for the next chapter.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they do that? I don't get it. It's funny because we were actually watching Ready Player One before we recorded tonight. AJ loves the movie, which is awesome.
It's a great movie. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, I liked it for what it was, but if you're going to compare it to the book, it just misses so much,
many.
Which we've got a whole fucking episode on that. So,
and which we should revisit because I didn't really I don't know. I came off of a high. I kind of liked the movie, and I was kind of like going with it and all that shit. But
We can revisit it now that you're
yeah,
you're a Ernest Cline connoisseur of
I am,
sorts.
well, of sorts. I'm not. There's probably people out there that know more than me, but I do like Ernest Cline, and I like all of his writing so far. And then there's some other stuff. Like I sent you the link to the other one. Did you get on that at all? Did you download that one?
I have not. No.
Die Thy Enemy, or let me see. Hold on.
What was that one about?
So that's a whole bunch of short stories. So like actually the first story is about virtual reality. So prepare to meet thy doom. Yeah. So without fucking reading here. It's not gonna show me the. Let me show you. So it's narrated by Wil Wheaton. Just putting that out there for you. That's how I found this book, because both of us agree on that. It's like, Wil Wheaton's reading a book, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's David Kushner is the author. So it's a so prepare to meet thy doom and more true gaming stories read by Wil Wheaton. So it goes everything. Even starts talking about Grand Theft Auto and its start and everything. Like it's pretty good.
Wil Wheaton.
Wil Wheaton. The safe word will be whiskey.
Wil Wheaton. It's been a while.
It's been a while, Wil Wheaton.
It's been a while.
I want to watch every fucking episode of Big Bang Theory with him in it now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he was good.
All the ones
he was an asshole in there, but he was good.
He was an asshole, yeah. That's good.
We need to get him on the show.
That ain't gonna happen.
Come on.
I could try.
We can dream.
Shit.
We can dream.
Still waiting for the toys that made us, huh?
Oh, that's
it's your turn.
That'll be easy. I get it. I was just waiting for the new season to be announced.
Should be the last one, because the song told it at the get go.
Yeah,
and I told you that. It's a 3-part series.
Come on, sing it. No, I'll sing the whole thing loud and clear. Come on.
I don't know all the words. I don't know all the words to this song. It's a 3-part documentary series about the toys that we all know. Whatever.
Oh my God.
It was great, man. So, yeah. Where are we at now?
That's all I got, man.
That's all we got.
That's all I got. What do you got? What do you bring into the table? Actually, you brought everything to the table last week, so.
Yeah, that's why I kind of didn't give you any ideas.
Oh, thanks, dickhead.
You're welcome. I figured everything you said was good enough because I could speak to what I need to speak to.
Yeah.
I could speak to what I need to speak to. Is that right? I don't fucking know.
Well, next week it'll be your turn.
Oh,
you
no
get to
way.
do all the talking.
No. I need to unfuck my shit so I can get Max Corner done is what I need to do.
So if has anybody watching Facebook, have you noticed the changes that I made to our setup that now David and I can look lovingly at each other? Watch it on Facebook in about 20 seconds. I bet that's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be good.
They all left when we made those faces.
They
at each
did.
other.
There's only 2 people
like,
watching.
We're out of here.
Yeah, one of those is probably you and me.
It's the MOTR bunch. It's the MOTR bunch.
Oh my God, I'm gonna screenshot that. That was perfect. That was perfect.
What?
The live thing.
Oh,
I gotta screenshot that.
It was funny.
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe it's just the 2 beers that I've had while we've been podcasting. Kind of getting to me now. Ooh,
yeah, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
My delay is worse than yours, I guess. That's funny.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's been a great time. It's been a great ride.
Been a great ride, man. What a long,
been
strange trip it's been.
It's been a great ride, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and end this bitch, man. Remember, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on iTunes and Google Play. And you can find our Facebook page, man. It's bitchin'. Dude, totally.
Bitchin', bro.
Masters of the Retroverse, man. That's where it's at. And remember, there's nothing wrong with living in the past, bro.
Yeah.